7 News Detroit starts with breaking news.
That breaking news, emergency crews are on the scene of a parking structure that partially collapsed in Dearborn, trapping a driver under the rubble. That driver is alive and talking and was rescued just moments ago. Now, this happened in the area of Outer Drive in Garrison shortly after 9. Good evening, and thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Mike Duffy. Tonight we have Team 7 coverage from this active scene. Let's begin with 7 News Detroit reporter Carly Petras. She raced to the scene as this was unfolding. So, Carly, what have you learned?
Well, first and foremost, we learned that this person is okay. They are now out. We spoke with the fire chief just minutes ago, and he says that they don't really appear injured. This is a young man. They even had him walk a few steps to the ambulance, and he is now being taken to the hospital just to get checked out, just out of precaution. Now, as you can see behind me, this is still an active scene. They are trying to secure it to make sure no one else goes in there. There's a lot of concrete. The structure has partially collapsed. It's more on the back side of it. Like I said, they're just trying to secure it right now. When we spoke with the fire chief, he was telling us that this whole rescue got done a lot quicker than possible, and he owes a lot of that to the response and the fire crews that got here as quickly as possible.
So these type of events can be very complex. A lot of moving parts, especially when you have these collapses and you have a lot of large I-beams, concrete I-beams that, you're afraid that if they shift around, they could cause potentially more damage or, hurt firefighters, hurt the victim. So a lot of times they take a lot of time, a lot of effort to do it. Fortunately, when we had our experts, our firefighters are well trained in this. We practice on this all the time. With the help of our friends at our Western Way Mutual Aid, we're actually able to get it shored up a lot quicker than we expected. Able to make sure that none of the other pieces would be off center or move on the victim at that time. So they were able to feel secure enough with the structure that they're able to access the patient a lot quicker than we initially thought, which is a great thing because it's very cold out today. We were worried about that.
And Chief Joseph Murray is asking people to stay away from this area. There's a lot of heavy machinery. There's a lot of crews out here trying to figure out what to do with all of the heavy concrete and how to secure the area, again, to make sure no one else gets hurt. They do have some building investigators out here, inspectors, I should say, try to figure out how this all happened, and we're going to keep you updated to bring you more information as they continue to inspect this building. Here in Dearborn, Carly Petras, 7 News Detroit.
All right, Carly, definitely good news that driver was pulled out safely. Now let's turn to 7 News Detroit reporter Tiara Braddock. So Tiara, give us a sense of where you are in relationship to that structure, and what can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm right over here. We're at a slightly different angle than Carly. We're still trying to piece together, again, what's going on. So many firefighters out here on the scene. I'm going to step out the way so you can get a better look at where I am. You can see it's the side of that parking structure. And again, many community members who we were talking to out here are just curious about what exactly happening. It's a frightening situation, obviously, to have a parking structure collapse. I mean, that could just be anyone. So many people have so many questions, and Carly did a good job getting answers from the fire chief on what exactly was going on. So again, as she said, as we learn more, you will too. So just make sure you stick with us as we learn more details. And we are also going to try to get to that 20-year-old man to hear his story, because we know he has a very incredible story to tell tonight. Mike.
All right, Tiara, definitely scary for that driver, no doubt about it. Once again, people are told to avoid this area. It's Outer Drive in Garrison, that's near Michigan Avenue. Still not clear what actually caused that collapse. But stay with 7 News Detroit on air and online as we follow the latest developments on the parking structure collapse there in Dearborn. We'll bring you the latest developments as they come into our newsroom.